hear it?
I can hear you.
Can you hear the game?
Well, it's a little quiet right now, but I believe I can, yes.
Alright, can you adjust the volume for it?
I think it's more a question of just like, it's just the quiet like menu music right now. Like,
Alright, also, is it reversed for you?
nope, it's all correct direction.
Okay, it reversed for me, but it's because it's treating this as a video.
That's fascinating.
Okay, cool.
Looks good on my end, though.
Yeah, so, Baldur's Gate 3, though, that game's been surprisingly fucking good.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people getting really excited about it. I've been watching one friend of mine play through chunks of it every now and then. It's not exactly my thing in a lot of ways, but
Yeah, I could see that.
visually speaking, that particular kind of like
Oh, we're starting out strong today.
Oh, Michiguji and I think this is our first time seeing a Kurama Tengu.
It is, and we can recruit both of them if we wanted to.
I pick up the Kurama Tengu first. I take it you are the newcomer stirring up the netherworld, but I would be a fool to trust you with no record of your character. Please trust me. Oh, it's so whiny.
Fine by me.
If it suits us both, then let us remain apart.
Alright, got it.
Well, I mean, did get rid of him.
I mean, he's gotta check, like, our,
Did we already pick up a Michiguchi at some point?
I feel like we did in, like, one of the saves that we didn't keep. Because we died.
I got no trust for a Johnny-come-lately like yourself.
Can't trust you either.
Hey, I ain't gone senile yet. You could trust me plenty.
Little mouth there. Little Muppet mouth.
Tiny mouth. Where do I live again?
Somewhere in Shinagawa.
Right in the middle of the city, eh? Bet it's easy to get lost. Think I'll tag along with you, so could you show me the way? That was easy. Name's Vile Michiguchi. Good to meet you.
Okay, Grandpa.
Look like a... Have you ever seen a Kaikilian? It's a kind of amphibian that looks like a long sort of very phallic like eyeless snake kind of with a little mouth like that full of needle teeth. I feel like Kaneko must have been looking at a Kaikilian when he designed it.
Maybe. I can't really recall that one offhand. Alright, let's see. I'm just reorientating myself because it's been a fucking while, ain't it?
Yep. So if I remember correctly, we were still heading towards the location of... This is where we fought Shohei, and we defeated him. Or rather, we reached a point where he was willing to desist in attacking us, and now we are heading down towards...
Little dude.
Yeah, the home of the remaining Japanese deities, the Kunitsukami, who apparently...
That's right.
Some means by which passed by the fire gate.
God damn it! Oh no, not god damn it. He made a decision that will cost him his life. Oop. Missing this music too.
These was like on the overworld.
Makes it a lot easier. Okay, you got one move. Alright, we're looking for a Hama. We should have some Hamas. Or a white Draco Strike.
Perfect.
Bag that shit up.
I know it was for Mikama, and they have like incredibly low defense and incredibly high vulnerabilities to make them like near one shots or whatever. But I think that was the first time we caused over 1,000 damage in a single attack.
Hey, why did we get a school swimsuit? Why is Gustav gonna pay money for a school swimsuit?
Gustav loves all kinds of... Like, Gustav pays money for dead mice. Like...
That's true. That makes it marginally less suspicious than it would be. Also, didn't realize we'd be that close to a fucking level up. Holy crap. We need a little bit more agility. Hey, you level up too. Alright, let's see. That is heavy light to all foes. We were gonna swap out Zanma, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're still leveling up too.
Oh, Shikuichi, how much longer will you remain with us?
Hey, hold on, guy. I'm trying to get the party situation sorted.
Being attacked by the main character of Gwyn Saga.
Alright, come here. See what level are you? 44. Oh, just high enough level.
Our meeting here must be fate. Come, friend, let us shake hands. Yeah,
Ha.
you gotta put the swords down.
Yeah, this is like some strong bad how you type of boxing gloves on kind of shit. You know what? This guy seems legit.
As I thought. Your hands are stained with blood. Prepare yourself.
Yours aren't?
You're holding two swords, dude! He definitely didn't get any blood on himself doing that.
Kiryu does not kill people kind of energy. I mean, he hasn't, though. Oh, we know what you're weak to. Excellent. Okay. I don't know if we have any fire in our pocket, but we can just do a nice little Sakanagi here. Wait, we can just talk to the other one, couldn't we?
Oh yeah, I mean, for that matter, I think we could talk to that one again. Like, they kind of reset sometimes, weirdly enough. I think the only times when you can't talk to them again are when it's either like a full moon scenario where they're just deranged the entire time and don't want to talk at all, or if like if they leave. In the older games, specifically in Nocturne, I remember not a kid, still my hand, not now.
Oh, it's this bit. What is this from? A shit. It's like from visual novel. Are you okay?
Look here. My hand demands tribute.
Look, walking into these two OSAs. Well, if it's the Blowdrop brothers.
We'll talk to the hand.
Glorious share, my stamp. I want to see what a glorious share means.
That is a fairly glorious share.
Go for it. Hit me. I want to see how sicko you can get here.
Jesus. Oh, that works. I am the fallen O's. Or Oze. It's unclear exactly how it's been.
Ose Cuervo. That squid shield.
With an awesome might. It demands that I seek tribute.
That's the burning finger thing, right?
Yes.
That's a Gundam thing, right?
It is indeed.
I want to see that one. I think that's the one that everyone says is like one of the best.
G Gundam is a lot of fun. It is completely absurd. It is functionally pro wrestling, and I think it has a lot more emotional and material weight to it than people give it credit for. It is certainly not like the deepest or most nuanced of any given Gundam, and it is a departure from the rest of the series. But I think it's a lot better than folks allow it to be in their memory.
See,
I certainly had a lot of fun the first time I watched it. I think there's some very cool moments in there.
I'm glad I got into Gundam when I did because it was right before Witcher Mercury came out. And then Witcher Mercury quickly became my favorite out of the ones I've seen.
I think that
excuse me.
You are unlikely to recognize much of G-Witch in G Gundam, but I think knowing the kind of stuff that you enjoy in media, I think you will enjoy G Gundam a great deal.
Oh yeah.
It's very much a show that you watch for the first for a good 2/3 of the first season. You watch it just enjoying how absurd it is and just going oh my god, what ridiculous thing is going to happen this week or whatever. And then somewhere around the last third of the first season, you're like, oh my god, what's going to happen to Domon next week or whatever. And you become emotionally invested.
It has a lot of pathos. Like I was really into Gurren Lagann, and this feels kind of like a Gurren Lagann sort of situation.
Yes, Gurren Lagann owes a great deal to G Gundam, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, G Gundam itself also owes a lot, as Gurren Lagann does, to like Super Robot in general. Like G Gundam was basically kind of like what if Gundam having like changed the game completely in some ways by like helping to help, not creating single-handedly, but helping to popularize and expand the real robot like genre or whatever. They were like, what if we skewed a bit back towards Super Robot or whatever? What if we tried to bring a little bit more of that flavor back?
Let me go turn you up again here. Why do I have two versions of Discord open? That's weird.
Let's not think about it at this point. We're sitting on a house of cards. I feel like it's at this precise moment.
Yeah, well, it's like the most important part right now is making sure that I can hear you. All right, can you give me say something profound on the mic, if you would?
Fuck. Shit.
Yeah, there we go. Profound enough.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Yep. I mean, considering I swear like a sailor on here. If I ever like play like a like flight game, like dogfighting game, and they let me have like a cool like, you know, livery on my plane, I gotta get a picture of myself on there and some sexy clothes going, hey there, space sailor. It would confuse us completely, you know?
I was, for a moment there, I was trying to remember. I was gonna try and recite the entirety of the Shining Finger speech.
I'll see it eventually.
I couldn't quite summon it.
We're watching Escaflowne right now.
Oh, Escaflowne. I've never actually heard it. I've never actually seen it, but like I've seen small portions of it, and like specifically the mech cockpit sequences, like the Sakuga there are very often get shared around, and I absolutely adore those, and I love a lot of the designs in the abstract. They're kind of like they're more than a little bit Nagano. I don't know if Nagano worked on Escaflowne. I should look that up.
So, are you in America for a long time now, or what's the deal here?
Shorter than we have been, like shorter than the amount of time we spend in America, like on previous trips or whatever. Because prior to this, we would usually go for about 3 months in the States, which is about the max that my visa waiver will support. But given that we have work and stuff to do, and we're also like we're trying not to like burn the ESTA too hard or whatever, and they can get a little bit angry at you if you like overuse it. So this time around, we're only staying for a month. So we did about just over a week in Savannah, Georgia, where I attended the Savannah Comic Convention as one member of Ghost Fruits, which was absolutely amazing. Fucking phenomenal time. I mean, aside from the convention itself, which was incredible, like we also just got to like, I got to have the quintessential American experience I hadn't actually had yet of just like being in a car with some friends and driving around, like driving around the city and just like hitting up like, you know, oh, we're gonna go get something at the Target, and then we're gonna go to Zaxby's, or like, you know, we're gonna go drive to the beach and just hang out there for a bit, and we'll get some pizza and bring it down to the beach. Just I've never really had the opportunity to do that, and I'm very glad that I did, and it was delightful. I really like Zaxby's. It was recommended by a lot of people when I asked after regional fast food and stuff like that. And I gotta say, Zaxby's fucking owned. It's great.
BB game combination.
Yeah, after all, oh god, it's a plug and play. But after all that, we are here now in Oklahoma after a couple of like very early flights, and we're gonna be here until the until the 6th of September, or rather, we will be here until the 5th of September. At which point we fly back to Savannah for 1 day, because that's the way that our flights worked out. Like we had to return from Savannah because it was cheaper. So we're gonna fly over to Savannah, and then we stay overnight in Savannah one last day. So we'll hang out with some friends again, and then we'll be on our way after that. And we will be heading from Savannah back to JFK, and JFK will be catching the flight back to the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's interesting. On this trip, we very briefly passed through New York, where I haven't been since like 2013 or something. But it was cool.
Getting some free glory here.
Glorious.
We find enough Me-Men. Did we get a cool Me-Man power suit?
I can't remember what the reward is for retrieving all the Me-Man. I'm not certain it's anything as elaborate as that. I don't think it's like the Zelda stuff where you get like a whole new skin or an outfit or something like that for retrieving all of the Koroks.
Link's new skin. All hail the new flesh.
Link, I got you some new skin. You look beautiful with that new skin of yours.
Very soft, very supple. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, it's you making that racket. Bye.
I like the deep blue of Anzu. It's a very good blue.
More of an indigo, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I guess. I haven't thought about the word indigo in a million years, but now I think about it, that's actually like I for some reason it had completely left my mind. I haven't said or thought about the word indigo in like a million years.
Yeah,
indigo.
Unsurprisingly, I'm a big space nerd, and I am obsessed with indigo. As part of the visible light spectrum.
Okay, wait, no, I'm looking up indigo and see. Okay, so I think indigo is. I think part of the reason I barely think about or consider indigo is because it's one of the colors that triggers my my fucking like. I have a very 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 mild color blindness, but only with regards to certain shades of like blue, purple, and pink that I find very difficult to differentiate.
Mm-hmm.
And when I Google indigo, I am looking at it and it looks purple. Like it doesn't look blue; it looks purple.
And indigo's a strange color because honestly, I think it's just a very narrow band. I think the alternative to it's basically just blurple.
Yeah, I think unlike like a more dramatic color blindness like red, green, or whatever, this basically never comes up. But like every now and then, I would like be reminded of it when I would say like, "Oh, what a beautiful shade of pink," and someone would be like, "This is purple. What are you talking about?" It does make me wonder how my work actually looks like to someone who doesn't have that, because I use a lot of like very vivid pink and blue in a lot of my eco paintings, for instance.
I mean, it's like
great to me, but...
it also looks great to me. I mean, it's like however you get to doing your art, you get to doing your art. It's the whole thing of like wondering, you know, when you get really high, wondering if the way people see the color red, same way you see the color red, you know.
I have had that. I've definitely had those thoughts. I didn't even need to get high from them.
No, neither did I.
But man, I don't know. At a certain point, I guess I decided that it didn't really matter. Ultimately, I think was how I was the conclusion I came to on that. Like,
no, I think that's just like the philosophically practical thing is it ultimately does not matter. It's like a fun idle thought, perhaps, but it doesn't have any, like, actual serious significance, at least in this point in time. What if I just said die for me? There we go. Alright, can we whack you good? I'm just gonna do a Medea instead, because I'm gonna be doing it anyway after the fight. I don't think you're gonna be able to finish him off. Oh, fuck you! Fuck you, pal. You know what? No, you're not even getting MP. We're gonna poke you in the face. Okay, we're not gonna poke you in the face because I forgot I have a bunch of, like... Look how skinny their arms are. They're not gonna do much damage in this guy. I hear Carrie Marwin in the other room. Oh, well, I was saying earlier, or we were talking about earlier about BG3 too, is like the reason I'm not surprised to hear you're not super into it is because D&D is kind of like the Star Trek of fantasy in a lot of ways, except not nearly as good as Star Trek, in that it has a lot of humanoids. There's monsters too, but like all the playable ones are like...
I think it's the like traditional, like the modern conception of D&D to me doesn't look enough like sort of old Moorcock-esque like high fantasy stuff for my taste, and it also doesn't look enough. It doesn't look like unique enough to catch me. I think it varies very it varies a great deal which artist is depicting it specifically. I have a lot of different artists in the like Wizards of the Coast like they're sort of like stable or whatever, whose depictions of D&D stuff I can enjoy even when they aren't necessarily like 100% to my taste. Like Wayne Reynolds, for instance, I think is a killer artist. I love Wayne Reynolds stuff. But the way that Baldur's Gate 3 is approached specifically, everyone kind of looks a little bit like they are wearing prosthetics. And I feel like I don't know. It's of a certain kind of modern fantasy that just doesn't feel like it has enough like of the flavor that I personally crave. I appreciate that people like it. It just doesn't necessarily speak to me. Like, and every time I look at, I think like one thing I was thinking, probably in part because of the way that their character creation system works and the way that their like humanoid character creation system works, especially. But one problem I have, for instance, is like there's a handful of characters in that game who are like tieflings or guys with horns or whatever, and it really does look like they just have horns tacked onto their skull. Whereas like I would really love to get into like the nitty gritty of rendering out like all of the curve of the horn flowing forth from the orbitals and like all the skull. Like I don't know.
It depends on the actual character model.
Large, it's far too large and vague, a distaste for me to explain fully. But there's definitely stuff in there that I really like.
Like you're talking about anatomy.
I like the way that the mind flayers look. Although I think they could be pushed a little bit further still. They're still everything feels a little bit restrained. Karlach is probably my favorite design in that game, I think, because she feels a little less restrained. Like at least when her cool like shoulder vents and stuff are all.
Karlach is a very pleasant surprise in general. Hey, you get to see the Githyanki do Githyanki stuff, and it's like the problem is I've always found Githyanki incredibly attractive, so it's like yes. Give me these weird, scrawny, like, frog people.
I love it when Wayne Reynolds paints the Githyanki as, like, incredibly sort of, like, long-limbed and bizarre, and, like, their proportions are almost like skin-tight skeletons or something, and they have, like, weird barbs and, like, nodules and stuff coming out of their elbows, like spurs.
Have you seen the, like, not to get weird for you, chap, but have you seen the naked, tiefling pictures?
Yes, I have.
Yep.
Again, like, I think it's cool. I'm really glad that it'll exist. I just guess I personally would have gone further, and I recognize why they don't.
Well, like,
so it's fine.
So, sorry, I had to get up to deal with the phone thing. Like, that's kind of one of the things, too, is, like, original tieflings, you actually had to roll randomly on a table to see what sort of, like, abilities you had, because they were creatures of the abyss, primarily. And in modern D&D stuff, tieflings are typically from the Hells, and Hells is a much more orderly place of the lower planes. You know, so all the tieflings or for the most part, all the tieflings in D&D come from a bloodline. And that's the obsession D&D has with bloodlines. Which is unfortunate, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, I'm well aware of D&D's issues.
Yeah.
I run campaigns all the time when I was a kid. When I was younger, like as a teenager, I was the DM on like 3 or 4 full campaigns for my friends. And that was a lot of fun. We got to that point where we ran enough campaigns that everyone's characters got insanely powerful, and at a certain point, we all collectively agreed that I would be allowed to time skip forward so everyone could start future new characters, on the understanding that their old characters would affect the state of the future in some way and be like present in some capacity. And I took that as an opportunity to make one of their old characters the villain of the new campaign.
A classic for very long-term groups.
Yeah. I used to do a lot of like stupid gimmick plays and stuff like that. I think one of my favorite things I ever did, which I was talking about with some friends last night because it was brought up by the Baldur's Gate stream, was when it was towards the end of a campaign that was based around an eidolon, like one of those artificial gods, and the final boss fight against the eidolon began with the eidolon making an attempt to like mind control the entire party, like to convert them to its sort of like its cult or whatever. And everyone succeeded the check or whatever, except for one player who was the paladin.
The paladin, really?
The paladin failed. Yeah, I know. I was surprised too, but it was fun. Because what I did was I was like, I need to talk to you in the other room now, and I was like, we're taking a break. I'm talking to this person like it's separate, like because of the outcome of this roll. And I took them into another room physically, and I was like, instead of, I mean, the way the rules like were, it was just like if they're mind controlled, I basically get control of their character, and I didn't want to do that directly. I thought it'd be more fun to do something a little bit more elaborate. So I took them into the room and I said, that was actually a trick. Like, I told them, like, that was a trick roll. Only those who failed actually passed. You passed, and you successfully escaped the control of a different mind control spell that has been on your party since, like, for months. Like,
Oh my god.
and so you are actually the only person who understands the truth now, which is that this Eidolon is not a false god. It is a real god, and it's been trying to save you, and you guys are all being played by the real evil god, your patron. And you have to now like help persuade them and like free them from the clutches of this illusion or whatever. And so I sent
Oh,
this
god damn
person
it.
back in, back into the room with the understanding that they were the only one now who really understood what was going on, and they began voluntarily attacking and trying to subdue their party members so that the Eidolon could cast mind control on them again. And obviously, the reality was that the Eidolon had just successfully cast mind control on them, and the Paladin was now under the control of the Eidolon. And it led to a big scuffle, and a bunch of characters nearly died. They did eventually win, and I was able to reveal the truth, but it was...
What a big brain maneuver. You didn't even just straight up tell your player to get mind controlled and make it look good. You just went for like whole ham. Damn.
But that's the thing. Like, you can only do it once as well. You can only do that trick once.
Yeah. Well,
never fall for it again as a party. So.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, true. Like that's a trick you can only do once per group, or rather, even if you cross pollinate, you can't do it in a future group.
Now that I've told you, if you were ever in a game I DM'd, I wouldn't be able to do it like now either. So like that's
I'd just be look. I'd be just doing the time honored opinion notes under the table.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Like,
I always used to do stupid gimmicks like that.
Yeah, I mean, I typically don't do big brain stuff like that. I just go and straight up like tell the player, hey, what's cool. Like I like collaborating too much. Is really what it is.
I mean, in a way, it was kind of an indirect collaboration.
Oh, it was.
I was asking them to commit to like role playing a mind controlled person without even knowing that they were mind controlled, and they did a great job of it. That was the great thing, was that they started getting into genuine arguments with the other players who were like, "You cannot have fallen for this. You cannot be falling for this. This is so stupid. No fucking way. We're mind controlled. You're the mind controlled one." And they were like going back and forth across the table. It was great.
So what happened in the game we were playing is one of my regular GMs, Envy, threw one of their like threw their Incubus OC Chad at us, because it's kind of tradition at this point. And I was playing the Bard, and I failed my save against Dominate or Charm Person, wherever he used. I, being the most charismatic person in the party by far, caused a loyalty cascade with some very cleverly used deception checks. I had two brothers fighting each other before all was said and done.
Loyalty cascade, tantrum spiral. I love terms like that emerge out of role-playing game stuff.
Mm-hmm. And so basically we're all kind of joking that like all of our characters are just kind of, after this is all said and done, just kind of sitting at a fire feeling really awkward about the whole thing and having our own little bottle episode.
See, those are good. See, I think creating situations where the players have something to talk about after the fact, like, well, this crazy thing happened, how do we all feel about it? Like, that's always good.
And I mean, the thing is, it's played all openly over the table, but we're all such like old hats at role playing that it's like, we all like collaborate. So I convinced one brother that the other one is absolutely paying too much heed to his totally cursed shield, which it was a cursed shield, for the record. Yeah, and just bringing our vulnerabilities, because my character, I decided in retrospect this, by the way, my character, tiefling named Tragedy, had a plural personality she referred to as her sister named Malifa. Does she switch between?
It's the thing is, I only ever got to actually play a character once. I DM'd for like all this time, and I only played a character once a couple years ago in a short series of sessions with some other friends in a different Discord, and like that was the one time I ever got to make a character. And the character I came up with was a cleric named Maud, who was like a very sort of like unwholesome and like slightly creepy tiefling academic, whose entire bit was that she lives in a world obviously where like oh, do the Kunitsukami have no intention of cooperating with Bethel?
How would they?
Well, I guess we'll have to find out once we reach them. But yeah, Maud's entire bit was that oh, hey, you can see one of the Shitano, the Heavenly Generals over there. That guy's a wandering world boss.
Hey, he's just look at him go. Mimon.
Maud's deal was that she lives in a world like the the D&D setting, like where healing magic allows people to just like circumvent the vast majority of like of wounds and stuff like that under most circumstances. And surgery is like, at least in our version of the setting, like surgery was not something that really happened that often. And so medical practices outside of healing magic not as developed. And Maud is a very good healer with healing magic, but what she really wants to be is a good doctor. And so she's hanging around at taverns asking people like, I will pay you money and I promise I'll fix you up for real with healing magic if you let me injure you and then treat your wound using like regular surgery and stuff like that. I want to discover how to do actual surgery with disinfectants and like stitches and things like that. Because for a good reason, she wanted to be able to share that with as a technology with the world at large, with people who didn't have access to or couldn't use healing magic for some reason or another. But she was not having much success. She was a very, very poor surgeon. So her entire day was just like hanging around at taverns and tagging along with adventurers and stuff in the hopes that they get injured and she has an opportunity to test something in the field before going like, oh, I fucked this up, I made it worse, and then just casting heal.
Oh, let's see what this dude's about here. Okay, not too impressive. I mean, you're kind of like split between strength and magic. You're good at ice, you're good at dark, and you're okay at
Tyrants
elements.
are usually pretty heavy hitters, is the thing. I think this is the first tyrant that we've like had access to, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, we increase dark attack damage. Let's see, can I remember which one Mudoon is? Is it right here? Is that up here? I can look at it. Heavy dark for one, so Mudoon would be everyone?
Heavy dark for, yeah, Mamudoon is or basically the Ma prefix like denotes plural attacks. So
Okay, I can grab Bloody Glee because I do like the higher crit rate. We don't have any like real weaknesses except healing spells.
I think Dark Block is probably worth it.
I think so too. And don't.
I mean, it doesn't have any physical attacks though, so I don't know about critical aura. That is a very high strength. That is a very high like strength and vitality. I feel like it might be worth taking. Actually, no. With the Dark Armor, it's not really.
I think I would just grab Rangian.
Higher magic than strength, so.
What's that?
Oh, I was just saying. I was just trying to decide whether it was worth like taking a single physical attack on this guy just for critical aura. But honestly, I don't think it's worth it.
No, that's a double investment, and it's the weaker of the two. And I don't see any real good physical attacks popping up down there, so.
And concentrate will fill the void. So.
I feel pretty okay with this. Hey, look at that! It gets a buff on top of that.
If he's leveling up straight away, then we should definitely grab concentrate.
Let's see. Oh, I gotta read this guy's whole thing. Demonic Governor of the Deadly Sin of Sloth, who excels at both invention and discovery. I mean, he's taking a think while he's on the pot. That makes sense. Surmity may be disgraced form of Baal Pure, Syrian god of abundant crops. Fertilize. Okay, I can see a lot of how this makes sense.
So the reason that he's depicted sitting on the toilet is down to a man named Louis Le Breton, who was the illustrator that was commissioned by Colin de Planchy, who was an occultist who lived in Paris in the late 1800s, who published a book called the Dictionnaire Infernal, which was a collection, I think I mentioned it before, a novelty collection for the greater public of just like a huge litany of different spirits, demons, ghosts, ghouls, gods, etc. from all over the world, all collected just for like the perusal of Parisian Parisian public interest or whatever. Like aristocrats can buy a book about like demons and read it, and it's just kind of novel and interesting. And he had Le Breton, who was one of the great fin de siècle like illustrators, do etchings depicting pretty much all of the demons within, including pretty much every single member of the 72 demons of the Gotia, which is where and the depictions that Le Breton settled on, some of which were based on the descriptions he was given, and some of which were kind of improvised, all kind of stuck forever. And his depiction of Belphegor, who was not a member of the Gotia but is a demon of note, who was referenced in the Dictionnaire, for whatever reason, he decided to depict Belphegor as pretty much exactly this, like a classical horned demon sitting on a toilet in the act.
I just realized, by the way, that I was spending money for this fusion, and I didn't want to do that, so I fixed it. Yeah, Francine is super quiet in the stream still. Damn.
We might want to do some fiddling at some point between now and the next stream to see exactly how I can crank that up. It might also be because while the aircon isn't coming through, it might be slightly drowning me out a little bit.
You're just quiet. Period. Is the thing.
Oh, okay.
You're using a
different. What if I got really loud?
I mean, I did just turn you up, so yeah, it's a little too loud. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, speak.
Hello.
How's that sound, Sweeta? Thank you for bringing it up, by the way. I can't fix problems for people if people don't speak up, so thank you for speaking up. So something I was kind of looking at for Belphegor here is his outfit. This dude's got toeless socks, fingerless gloves. I don't know what he'd be wearing for bottoms if he was standing up. Probably, honestly, also a gold-colored thong. He'd be dressing like Ray Schmuckles a little bit.
It does have a little bit of that.
Still really quiet in the end. Okay, I'll have to balance that later then. I'm fine, though. You know what? I can do one more balance. Alright, can you say something again, Francine?
Hello.
Shit.
Fuck.
There we go. I've cranked up my general audio input. Because it's probably everything is quiet. It looks like, so I just adjusted it on one end. Hopefully that solves it. But yeah, it's just also the guy has manicured fingernails. And he got his bling. Anyways, we're making this dude.
This is one of the major benefits of Demeter's side quest, is getting a whole bunch of tyrants for fusion.
Oh, is it still bad? Okay, yeah. We'll have to adjust that between, because otherwise it'll take too much time. Okay, that is concentrate. Let's get rid of Morangi, and I don't particularly care about that one. Alright, anyone else? Boris, Ose, we just got it, Ose. Oh, we could dump a Shikiwichi here. We haven't used Narcissus in forever.
I don't believe we've ever used Narcissus.
And we're not using Hariti at all.
Would be hell of a get.
What would be?
Love to have one of the 4 divine. Komokuten. This guy. He's a hell of a get, I think.
Okay, what are you good at? Physical, wind, and ailments. Hellish Mask. Light Pleroma. Yeah, we're not gonna give you that one.
Shame he doesn't come with a Force Pleroma, but
You can force attack to all foes. Honestly, let's see. We got Fang and low accuracy on that one. Yeah, I don't trust that one bit. That might not be the best merge. I don't think I have a good merge for you.
Yeah, I don't really want to give up Dionysus just yet because he's one of those like part. Oh wait, shit. Could we fuse Yoshitsune yet? He's not. Oh no, not quite. Fuck.
Close,
We're
very
getting so
close.
close though. Can you just double check what we would be fusing to make him? Okay, we got some options. We got some options. Just because like we want to make the best possible Yoshitsune we can because Hasatobi is unbelievable. Once we get him, we will melt people.
There's a lot of ways to get this dude. Like, a lot of ways. And if we're gonna end up summoning one of them, might as well, like, take our pick of the litter, I think. We'll figure that out, though, when we get there. Anything? Let's see. We have a fair bit of glory. We can go see what we have. Use a demon ally's action to speak of a demon. Physical mastery. Well, okay. You know what? Let's save up.
Yeah, I think it's worth just saving.
Because I'm looking at Almighty Mastery going, yeah, I kind of want that. Plus, we also have another Abscess that we're probably popping today. We keep having to double back because we get battered and bruised. Up.
Sprint on boss. Keep an eye out for sudden ambushes by Macabres, though. Okay, remember they can just like pop up out of the ground out of nowhere.
Yeah, they like the flat surfaces, so I'm not going to worry until that point.
Talk to this.
We talked to him already.
Hello?
We talked.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just saying I was saying we have talked to this fellow.
Mm-hmm. Alright, what do you got for me? Like Sutra. Can of Oden.
I
Oh.
didn't try any of the jelly drinks over there. Ah, here we go. Oh, hey!
Oh, hey, Jovian. Where's the
What was
football?
that? There was like a little bit of, there was like a tiny bit of Irish in there or something. Jovian.
I was doing a bit of a Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, hi, Jovian.
We meet again, huh? This is like totally gotta be destiny or whatever, right? Gotta be.
No, it's Waka.
Unless you don't believe in that sort of stuff. I look, like, Tommy Wiseau's accent is just kind of in a weird state. By the way, perfect timing. We got business, you and I. But actually, I guess I kind of need your help. You see this big hole? She's talking. I don't know why I'm talking over her. Probably because I'm doing the bet.
Okay, so I think that's interesting. I don't believe I got that got this cutscene actually because I had already done something by this point. I think this is their way of telling you that the thing you can do is now available if you haven't done it by this point.
Yeah. Angry boy. Alright, motherfucker.
Fighting some living Grolixes here.
What do you...
You're facing a bunch of stars.
Ah, Mubadun. Okay, we can do something about that. Oh, it's the one foe. I'm confusing it with the dragon breath. One foe. Splorch. That's rough, buddy. Top. A couple grimoires. Can't believe we still have Basilisk too. We got a lot of people to cycle out. We got a new spot. There you are, you're Jovian, right? I've been looking everywhere for you. I'm not Kelpie from the fairy village. Listen, I came all the way so I could talk to you about something. That fairy village is probably the luscious place around. Lots of green compared to other places. But lately the grass and trees and flowers don't seem to be doing too well. I'm starting to worry they're gonna up and wither away. I'm kind of an outsider to the fairies, but regardless, I don't want to see that village disappear. Anyhow, I did my homework and learned that just about everything around here, from the demons to the plants, depends on Magatsuhi. And if that, I would ask her to bring me a Makala's head. Alright, okay, you lost me. Garamakala. Garamakala's head's a perfect rainmaker, you know. I'm gonna use Garamakala's big trunky head like a watering can and treat the plants to a much needed shower. Little Magatsuhi rain, I'm sure they'll perk right up. So, sure.
Absolutely.
It's definitely Garamakala somewhere or two in Shinagawa. They got a real noggin on them, so they should be able to hold plenty of water. I'll be waiting here. Remember, it's a Garamakala's head. I'm counting on you. Oh.
Now, do you remember seeing an enormous elephant man in a crater back in Shinagawa?
Yeah. Is this thing I'm looking at over here?
No, that's Hecaton Kaira's. This was back in Shinagawa, back in the previous area.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I recall it.
Yeah, it's like an overworld boss. It's at this point in the game that you start getting a handful of quests, like the one for Horus as well, that like ask you to take out some of the overworld bosses.
Give him
so
the
we're
clamps.
getting up there in power.
Let's see, I see. Okay. Yeah, SMT5 goes to the weird part of YouTube. We pop lots of abscesses. Alright, here's one for you.
Bah! Those blasted demons of Japan. How much longer do they intend on staying in that shrine up ahead? Are they going to surrender this land to us, or not?
I mean...
Thanks for pointing us to the location of the Kunitsukami, dude.
Yeah, clearing out the abscesses has been pretty gratifying. You're making me hop around like this? Fine. Oh no.
As far as looking at the map and just seeing it completely clear out.
Mm-hmm.
Getting rid of a giant chunk of fog wall at once. I don't believe we've left a single one like uncleared as we have gone past.
I mean, why would we leave an abscess behind? That's so we get more stuff. See, I don't think I can.
I think there were moments when I would like proceed on in an area without popping one just because I didn't feel necessarily ready to go toe to toe with them. But that was on hard, so a lot of them were like a little bit steeper, I think.
That would make sense. Yeah, that doesn't look like a jump I can make from there. I was hoping that would be a path. Fuck. Okay.
I believe that's the woods right ahead.
Well, I tried to get around him, but apparently this guy has a bigger contact radius than I expected. Eat shit.
I just hit the sneeze button for like the loudest sneeze in my life.
Or for fuck's sake. I'm getting really tired of having to resummon my people, you pieces of shit.
SMT, baby.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, thank God. I thought it was, soft blocking. Wow, we finally used the light. Oh no, that's a slight MP recovery. Shit, what was the wake up people button? We had something for that, right? A revival bead, there we go. I should go to show you how often I've used revival bead.
With the way that the game like sets you up with an enormous number of potential party members, you tend to do a lot less reviving than you anticipate when you go into an SMT game. It's often way more like expedient just to summon another demon. Of course, every now and then a demon with a specific skill set that you have beat up, then a certain boss fight goes down, you got to get them back up. But even then, like by that point, you normally have someone in the party that has Samurai arm or something, and you just pull them up without needing to use a bead.
Let's see, White Draco Strike. We don't have anything better. Alright, Concentrate Fire. Let's go for it. Oh, you're resistant. I forgot you're resistant. Oh well. Alright, I don't think we're killing that guy, so... Assuming she survives this round. Uh-oh. There he goes. Loading definitely having some struggles.
Thanks for that. Resist. Resist doing a lot of work right now.
Yeah, Shiki Wichi is always going to be with us. Until he's not. He's erased your friend from existence. Turns out I feel pretty good about that. We'll Mudun on Anzu. The media. Good God. Motherfuckers. You know what? We recharge our Magatsuyi fast enough.
Fuck these guys.
Scorch.
Annihilated.
Kind of like the popping that the white does. No, not wrong one. There we go. Oh, this zone's kind of torture because, like, they show you everything.
Yep.
You know, like, by the way, you are going a long way.
Like I said, it's a lot closer to a traditional SMT dungeon than it is like one of the open world zones that we'd experienced previously.
Ah, fuck. God damn it.
Oh. Well, throw everything you got at the wall for this one, because you get through the other side, there's a save point right there.
Fuck off. Oh my fucking God, stop. I didn't even want to fight you. Did I skip past the smoke bomb? Am I out of smoke bombs? God damn it. Don't like these odds. Let's go. God damn it.
All right, we made it.
We're here. I'll be okay now. Thanks for everything. I'm gonna head home. My journey with you was pretty fun. So I wouldn't mind accompanying you again some other time. If you're passing by, feel free to come talk to me, okay? Here's my thanks. Essence of a friend. I'm sure it'll be useful. Oh, Silky's your bro. Hey, level 45. We can get that fusion now.
Fantastic. Oh my god, I'm so excited for you to see Hasatobi.
Alright.
All right. After several weeks, we have indeed reached the woods, the home of the Kunitsukami, the last remaining enclave of the deities of Japan.
Alright, let's see. I don't think we have anything to sell. Let's double check.
We sold the swimsuit already, didn't we? Or
Yeah.
oh, the can of Odin.
And Odin, Japanese hot pot dish. A plastic toothpick in the lid allows for immediate consumption.
You know, the whole time I was there, I didn't have a jelly drink. Definitely one for next time.
Alright, we should buy some smoke bombs. Go through them pretty quick.
Very useful out here. Traversal of this area is like irritating enough without having to constantly deal with like fairly nasty like random enemy groups.
I'm just loading up on them.
Bombs, rope, lab oil.
Alright. All the shadows.
Oh hell yeah.
Alright, so we're getting our boy here. Yoshitsune. That's what we still.
Now Yoshitsune is physical oriented, so we're gonna want to have some material that like can support that. I think.
Yeah, just kind of.
Nagaraja might be a good one, just because we haven't really made use of him.
Absolutely. We'd have to summon a new Amino Uzume.
This is a situation where like the price will definitely be worth it. Like if we could make a better Yoshitsune, just because of how powerful Yoshitsune is, but like it's your call. Definitely don't fuse Eden away. I don't think it would be. I don't think he would benefit from anything she has, and she is like too good of a healer to give up at this point.
Yeah, and just looking at the stats, kind of wondering if there's any sort of guidance from there.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. The main thing we need is just that he has Asotobi, and then ideally some like some fizz up or something like.
Let's see what Nagaraja offers. Do we have a version warrior? Let me just check all the instances of Nagaraja. If Papardi's a caster. Kate Sif turning into Yoshitsune. Yeah, I think the higher ones are good. Maybe Fortuna. Probably Fortuna or Ame.
Let's see what Amino Uzume plus Nagaraja looks like. Let's just see what the abilities we're playing with are.
Okay, we got critical slash potentially. Zyonga. Charge. Oh, charge is there, but that's probably from our Naga.
Yeah, I think for that alone, like.
No, it's not.
Okay, so wait, was that on Amino Uzume? I think we might have put it on her as sort of like a we might have put it on her just as like a, oh, this will be useful in the future kind of thing, and then
Well, thank you, past me.
yeah, absolutely. I think that's the one for sure. Getting charge on him is a real get.
Okay, lower. Okay, defense lower. We 8 physical attacks random foes always lands critical hits. Fucking
Always lands
god
critical hit.
damn it! So you just combo these two.
Yeah, essentially.
Fuck. Okay.
Although honestly, you don't even necessarily need to do the charge just because it always lands critical hits, so you always get another attack off of it.
And
It's just superb.
charge just increases the damage,
Yes.
so you get crits and damage.
Against bosses, he's especially useful because all 8 of those attacks will hit the same target.
Wonderful. All right. All right. All right. We're gonna grab that. Not sure what to do beyond that. What's Puncture Punch do? Oh, we'll find out. Don't care about Concentrate. I guess Media.
Yeah, media is always useful.
I guess Hama.
Hama's like a little bit too low. I guess it doesn't really matter. We can always get rid of stuff later. Like,
Uh,
he has so many
we got-
ability slots we're not using.
We're getting dead weight regardless.
Yeah.
Is kind of the thing. So
Zionga, like, might as well grab it.
I guess I can get Electroma and Zionga, then Hama.
Sure.
I mean, I'm dumping most of this later, but
He's gonna level up immediately, so
medium. Okay, yeah, we want this one.
yeah. Yep. That'll be incredible in conjunction with charge.
I want this one. I want that one. Jesus. Okay. We have things to replace all that shit instantly, just about.
He's also a war god, so his inherent Magatsuki ability is Frykugel EX. He gets the death laser for million damage.
I don't think anything of this Pluroma. I can't recall. I mean, there might be an essence or something we could use.
We may have to refuse him again later, or like figure out some way to get some new abilities on him. But yeah, no Larv. At this point, we don't have anything available with his Plurima. This is literally the very first instance we've been able to fuse Yoshitsune.
Alright, so we got a wagon. We've not been using Dionysus at all, too, but these are a little more out of date. Or have not been used. So what do? You're magic primarily, you like the wind, you like the ice. You're not getting a lot of those things.
Sorry, I was just fiddling with my mic to see if I could make myself louder.
Oh yeah, it's a little too loud. Perhaps.
Okay, now you'll have to turn me down on your end, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, give me a warning next time.
Sure, sorry.
Alright, test.
Hello.
Okay. Let's see, Anubis and Dionysus maybe? No, why would you have anything? Get like rid of Ose immediately. I feel like you need a better like force attack. I don't think I have one available.
We might want to hold off for a second and just see how things play out.
I suppose. I do like making space is the thing. Oh, Power and Mashua. Yeah, not for 21,000. I'm not gonna take a gamble. No way in heck. Oh, I could probably go check what has Fizz Pluroma. I mean, if there's an essence we can use, that's like probably the best move in my opinion. At least the simplest move. Do you want to come with? I mean, she's right
There
there.
you go. She made it home safe, and now we're going to drag her away again. Here we go.
Is this yours or is this mine?
I'll take it. I can't believe those demons are encroaching on our land. And burning everything on top of that. They're damned barbarians, the lot of them.
I'm getting Boatman.
Oh, absolutely. No, Sukuna Hikona is yours.
Stow your anger, talking Minakata. Can't allow your emotions to betray you now.
But Sukuna Hikona, why can't we simply use our power and push through to punish him? Oh, sorry. I thought I was voicing Okuninushi to start with. I would have done Taki Minakata much differently. Do you mind if I do Okuninushi as well?
Yeah,
in that voice?
yeah. No, I assume you're doing both of them.
Who are you? There's something very familiar about you. I am Okuninushi, and you are?
The Jabroni Beano.
A Nahobino. I have heard that Nahobino was born among those of Bethel, one of the old gods. I love Okuninushi's design here.
That was Sukuna Hakona, but honestly,
sorry.
just cover all of them because it's gonna make this simple.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do a Sukuna Hakona voice. I have heard that Nahobino was born among those of Bethel. No, was it Bethel, one of the old gods? I'll turn my mic down again. What did you say? Bethel? Something about your presence. Are you perhaps? No, never mind.
No, I'm bisexual. You can ask.
That's a line worth remembering. So, what business does a member of Bethel have here?
You explain you're on a mission for Bethel.
You still follow Bethel? Even knowing the true state of the world?
Not
I don't
really.
know what this voice is. There was a time when we of the Kuritsukami also sided with Bethel, but they was power.
I like how you trailed off a bit there.
That was the joke. Speak up, Sukuneko, please. The angels only serve themselves now. Following them will bring no salvation.
You have a point.
Oh, so you stand with Bethel, but you too see their foibles. You have an ulterior motive, perhaps?
Yeah, let's end this madness.
Regardless, you needn't concern yourselves with us. Hurry onward.
Yes, there's a way through the wall of flame.
Right, that infernal flame, and those wretched demons from the west.
I like Take Manikata a lot.
A thought occurs. Why didn't we have him handle it? You want to trust in Bethel? Now, of all times?
This Nahobino's cool.
Now is the perfect time. Whether he succeeds or fails, we would stand only to gain. I see. In that case, take this Akiha Gongen talisman. You obtained Akiha Gongen talisman.
Sick.
The Akiha Gongen talisman grants protection against fire. Its power will see you safely through the infernal barrier.
Just slapping it on Jovian's forehead. Okay.
The Akiha Gongen talisman.
Same line. Just like, hey, you can go now. Kind River once used for transportation, because Akihabara, big freight depot back then, ship a lot of good goods.
So, like I mentioned before, the deities in the traditional Shinto pantheon were divided into the Kunitsukami, the gods of the earth, and the Amatsukami, the gods of heaven. It was mentioned earlier by Bethel that Bethel, Japan is maintained in part by by like a contingent of the Abrahamic angels, because the deities of the Japanese pantheon were wiped out. But the Kunitsukami are here, so we can assume that what they meant by that was that the Amatsukami were wiped out. So that would be like Tsukuyomi, Amaterasu, like the heavenly deities are gone. But that does beg the question as to why the Kunitsukami aren't being involved or like contacted whatsoever.
Shit.
Oh hell yeah, Aogami Type 7 Essence.
Alright. Let's go grab a few more things before we... Oh.
Now, this is an interesting question that I have to ask you, which is that at this point in the story, based on like stuff I knew about Japanese mythology, for instance, and like the Kunitsukami and the way that they respond to you, and the abilities that the Nahabino has been getting and stuff like that, I had already like twigged that there was something like a certain thing was going on with Aogami and the Nahabino, and I think it'll be a long time before the game tells you what has happened directly. But it's not necessarily a massive spoiler. Would you like me to tell you what I had realized by this point, or would you like me to just leave it?
Tell me what you realize, because I think the explanation will be interesting.
Okay, so Aogami, as it's been established, he's a proto-fiend. Like, he's an artificial demon that was created for the purposes of Bethel. That's what we know at this point. But what demon he was based on, if he was based on a demon, isn't given to us explicitly. But there's a couple of things you could put together that let you understand which god he is. And one of them is his name, Aogami. Literally just means like blue god or blue deity. The blue deity, or like the blue god or whatever, was an epithet that was occasionally appended to the god of alternately thunder, purification, and like filth and darkness, depending on the time at which you like see him in his sort of arc, and that is Susanoo. And you'll notice that all of the Nahabino's primary abilities like have to do like righteous thunder and impure land and all these other things that we're picking up. They all have to do with Susanoo's abilities that like relate again to thunder, purification, like healing, changing of the self.
Interesting.
And when we talked to the thing that sealed it through, I had like a suspicion at this point that was possible. And then when we talked to the Kunitsukami there, you have that moment where Okuninushi is like, wait a minute, like, are you, like, because they recognize that you are, like, one of them on some level. Susanoo is one of those ancient deities because he's kind of like, he's associated with both the Kunitsukami and the Amatsukami because of a whole thing that happened with him where he was exiled from heaven, thrown down to the earth and committed a lot of impure acts and then purified himself and returned. Another thing that made it kind of obvious is that there's only one other character we've seen so far with the same shade of blue hair that that Albino has, and that's Amano Zaku. And I don't know what her connection will be to us in this game, or at least I do, but you'll have to find out. But Amano Zaku in mythology is a being born from all of the evil that Susanoo vomited up out of himself when he was himself. And it became the horrifying mother of monsters, Amano Zaku, or Amano Jaku. And so you can understand why I was like confused by the way that they portray Amano Zaku in this, because if you look at the mythological Amano Zaku, she looks a lot different. But we'll have to wait and see like what the deal is there. But
rate my build here, by the way.
Oh, let's see. Sakanagi, Divine Arrow, Thol, Storm Draco Strike, Wrath Tempest, Bloody Glee, Restore, Mana Spring. What was the thing that we had in that new essence?
So we had access to, I'm pretty sure.
Wrath Tempest.
Yeah, Wrath Tempest.
Wrath Tempest, right?
Yep.
I don't think I used Wrath Tempest at all.
It's great for our build. It's really good for our build.
Yeah, this seems pretty good. I don't like the idea of losing Diam Rita because a full heal is very useful, but also we have healers are easy to get elsewhere.
It's not a full heal, it's just moderate.
Oh, okay. Losing Kanabi Veil is also a shame. But what is Restore again?
Keeps him trucking.
Yeah. I'm not sure if You know what? Actually, yeah. Let's go for this. It's a shame to lose Kanabi Veil, but it has to go at some point anyway because the end game builds for the Nahabino tend to like. All right, yeah, no, I think that'll be pretty fucking good. I am so excited for you to get a chance to like just point Hasotobi at something and just melt it.
How long can you go for today?
I think we probably want to wrap up like around now or soon, just because
Well-
the next thing that's going to happen is we're going to go through the Infernal Barrier, and that's a big boss fight. I would say that before
We're at
then,
the save point.
yeah, I think now might be a good place to stop. But can we run into a random battle first and just
See the new
annihilate something
ability?
with Yoshitsune? Yeah, I want
Yoshi.
you to see Yoshitsune.
Oh, with Yoshi? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yoshi. Let me see. Party. Power, get out of here. Oh, wait, he's already there.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
You know, in a handful of SMT, actually, I think specifically in SMT Imagine, the MMO, Yoshitsune was a fiend, same as Alice. But in this one, he's been returned to War God. Oh shit! Oh my god! Okay, this is okay. Don't actually attack. Talk to Kurama Tengu.
Oh, shit, there's an
They have a
interaction.
special interaction, yes, because he was trained by the Kurama Tengu on Mount Hiei as a warrior.
Alright.
Ah, you're my teacher from Kurama.
I'll voice the Tengu.
Sure.
Indeed, it has been a while, Ishiwakamaru.
Hearing that name brings back memories.
Our days of training are long past. If you continue to devote yourself to your path.
Of course, surely you must have heard of the many feats I've accomplished.
True, your legends are countless. However, I do not speak of your past feats. I am asking if you are still devoting yourself even now.
You're implying that I'm resting on my laurels and my skills have dulled. Is that correct? Well then, would you care to test me?
Oh, look at that face.
He's cool as hell.
Ah! Wiggling his eyebrows, pretty much. Yeah? That won't be necessary. It's been long since we've crossed paths. Let us simply enjoy our reunion. It seems the fire in your eyes haven't dwindled one bit after all.
A fire, you say? That is indeed true. I'm burning brighter now than ever before. I've got an elect pleroma for some reason now, and I can cast Sionga.
I imagine it's partly attributed to that blue-haired demon with you.
Battle follows him wherever he goes, and the struggles that ensue are often against powerful foes, unlike anything I've ever seen. This is so funny. This is happening in literally the first battle. We haven't done anything yet, dude. Won't you join us as well, Master?
No. I have my own journey ahead of me. However, allow me to present this to you. Battle Sutra.
Fuck yes.
To Battle Sutra. Continue devoting yourself to your own path. Sick as hell.
Hell yeah, I love it when we get one of those lining up. Okay, we're gonna do one more fight so that he can actually show. I can't believe that of all the things that could have possibly happened.
Sick though. Alright, team.
Uh-oh. Now he gets to show off to Kurama Tengu exactly how powerful he's become. Oh yeah, to set Raw Tempest. So this is kind of the successor to Aramasa. They use this as a signature attack
Nice.
in a lot of the trailers and stuff.
And we got a rebate out of it too. How much you
I
want?
doubt that will do anything. I'm not sure how that's going to interact with Kurama Tengu, but it should hit the Oze's pretty hard.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna block it. Oh,
Oh wow, okay.
nothing. No interaction whatsoever with it. Okay, fuck. I don't know.
Just go to sleep. Oh god, they're gonna get like completely minced.
Awesome.
Hasatobi. Oh, we're gonna go with the full charge as well.
Yeah, we're just gonna like
Yeah, they're asleep, so you can just keep passing.
Yeah.
They won't be able to do anything.
next round.
Jose has AirPods in and can't see the bus coming.
Sleep on the airplane. Doesn't see Yoshitsune in the seat behind him, about to fucking start kicking.
Man, I wish I could fucking sleep with an airplane. That'd be nice. Okay, here we
This
go.
one? Okay.
Yeah.
Which one is worthy of it? This one has more
It'll hit
health.
both of them.
Oh, hit both of them? Okay. Fucking hell. Why
I
not?
fucking love that ability.
Anyways, let's do another one of these.
Yep.
We're showing each other our cool sword tricks and high-fiving afterwards. This is what's happening. Now that is crit fishing.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a good way to cap off today's stream, I think.
Yeah, no. Next episode, swords.
Swords versus fire. Can you cut fire? That's next week.
I mean, yeah, you can cut most anything. Well, nice little almost couple hours SMT. I really do look forward to these streams whenever they come up, and
Yeah, I'm glad they're back.
hopefully next week I'll have my shit fully together so I don't oversleep past our appointment time. I hate that I did that because I look forward to these. So like this mostly hurts me when I can't make it.
Well, I'm glad you made it today, and I had a great time. So,
And I'm glad
and yeah,
chat made it in today.
yeah.
We'll put an SMT next Wednesday and Thursday, 2 p.m. EDT. And tomorrow I have Vintage Story with the Gal Pals. If you want to watch me do some pastoral survival craft and stuff. Vintage Story just has good vibes, friends. Anyways, see you later.
All right.
Thank you again,
Godspeed.
Francine.
You too.
Right. Bye-bye, everyone.